It's 6:53. Time to get you ready for your Thursday in the morning sprint.
Olivia Roberts is tracking which local vaccination clinics are taking appointments today.
But first, to Mark Peterson with some much-needed rain in the forecast.
Let's take a look at those things that you need to know in our first alert weather. And the four things are really easy. Much-needed rain. It's going to be cool and breezy today and for tomorrow. But it is going to be a warmer weekend, and that's going to be the setup. We look at the Doppler radar right now, and we've got active showers in Idaho, also south of Cheney, but they're coming our way.
Breaking news from the Labor Department this morning. Its latest unemployment report shows another pandemic low. 444,000 people filed new claims last week. That's down 34,000 claims from the week before. The department says this is the lowest single-week total for new claims since March 14th of last year, when 256,000 claims were filed. It comes as nearly all Republican governors, including Idaho Governor Brad Little, plan to cut off the federal government's $300 weekly unemployment benefit.
In just hours, House lawmakers are expected to pass a $1.9 billion spending bill that would increase security at the U.S. Capitol. The vote comes just a day after the House passed legislation to create an independent commission to investigate the January 6th insurrection. Included in this new spending bill is $250 million for Capitol ground security, which could be used for things like fencing and sensors. $200 million to create a dedicated quick reaction force to support Capitol Police, and more than $8 million for body cameras.
COVID-19 cases are the lowest they've been in nearly a year, down in all 50 states. Hospitalizations are down, deaths are down, and health experts say it's proof vaccines work. If you or your children still need to get a shot, there are several options available today. Appointments can be scheduled right now for a vaccination clinic happening at Ferris High School this afternoon. This clinic is giving out the Pfizer vaccine, meaning anyone 12 and older is eligible for a dose. You can sign up right now at the Spokane Regional Health District's website. Getting vaccinated is quick and easy at the Providence Clinic that takes place at Gonzaga University's Martin Center Fieldhouse every Thursday. This clinic also offers the Pfizer shot, and there's no need to make an appointment for this one. All you have to do is walk in anytime between 11 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. to get a dose.
Vaccine hesitancy is an issue we are dealing with nationwide. And on the Colville Reservation, members say younger people have a lack of enthusiasm to get vaccinated. Getting shots in arms is going well for certain groups. 75% of people 40 and older are fully vaccinated. However, an SPLM clinic can only hold Pfizer vaccines for 2 weeks because it doesn't have cold storage, meaning families with kids between 12 and 15 cannot simply walk in for a vaccine. The clinic is hoping to get a grant to buy a refrigerator.
Fully vaccinated students and staff can go maskless at the University of Idaho. The school dropped its mask mandate earlier this week in response to the CDC's new guidelines. The change is for all of its campuses in Moscow, Coeur d'Alene, Boise, and Idaho Falls. Though vaccinations are not required, the University of Idaho strongly encourages anyone who isn't vaccinated to follow CDC guidelines and to keep wearing masks.
We're learning more about the 8-year-old boy who died near Moses Lake. This is Jacob Munoz. Deputies say he was accidentally shot with a pellet rifle Tuesday night. The person who pulled the trigger was his 13-year-old brother. The Moses Lake School District brought in extra support personnel to help with students and staff.
BB guns and pellet rifles can be very dangerous. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says there are about 4 deaths every year because of them. The NRA says there are several things you should do to be safe around all guns. Always treat a gun like it's loaded. Keep your finger off the trigger if you're not using it. Don't point the weapon at people, and know where you're pointing.
A state-of-the-art home designed to serve those struggling with ALS is finally coming to Spokane. Matt's Place Foundation is building an ALS smart home equipped with everything a person living with the disease will need to live a functional and independent life. That's why the foundation built the first in Coeur d'Alene and is finally breaking ground on one in Spokane today after 3 years of designing and planning. The man behind it all is Matthew Wild, a former Marine diagnosed with ALS in 2015. He and his wife Teresa Whitlock Wild are now in the business of helping others that are burdened physically and financially by ALS. The foundation is having a virtual groundbreaking later this morning on Facebook. Matt's Place will speak, as well as special guest speakers. They encourage everybody to attend since it was the community that made this all possible.
All right, coming up next on Good Morning America, an Asian American woman who survived an assault in broad daylight while on her way to church is speaking out for the first time. Hear how she's healing and her message for the attacker, only on GMA. Back with the final check of the weather right after this.